Welcome back to the Screaming Podcast.
Welcome back to Early Morn.
Welcome back.
It's only been a month?
I think. I don't know when the last episode was. It was May.
Yeah, it's been a month, guys. Welcome back. Happy
Welcome
Pride
back.
Month. Woo! Woo! From your... Are you bisexual or pansexual?
I'm bisexual.
From your favorite bisexual and pansexual?
Queer.
Yeah.
You can't hear the wrist flick.
Can I?
Yeah,
There you go. I got my wrist to crack for you.
Gotta get that wrist flick in. Oh, there we go. I hit it that one time.
Yeah. What have you been up to in the last month, I guess?
Work, more work, sleep, work, sleep on my days off, sleep on my days that I work, sleep after I get off work, sleep before work.
Sleep during work.
Maybe eat, and then I'll go back to sleep, and then sleep again, and then maybe go to work, then sleep again. That's what my month has consisted of.
I'm so happy for you.
I'm like a bear in hibernation.
I've been working.
And working.
And sleeping.
And working.
Had some tequila in there at one point.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's been an uneventful month, actually.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let me look at my calendar, actually. Let me
refer the books.
Let me refer to the color-coded calendar, see if there's anything interesting in here.
I announced I have a single coming out soon.
He did do that.
Sunscreen coming out this month on the 15th, June 15th. Go check it out when it drops. It's a cool little summer jam.
I haven't listened to it yet, so I don't know.
No, because I haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah. Check it out.
Woo.
Go check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out now.
Check it out.
If it's past the 15th, go check it out.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, hit that icon. Don't forget to check back weekly for any weekly updates.
Send it to 5 friends or have bad luck for the rest of your life.
Send this to 5 friends now, or the ghost will come back and haunt you for the end of days.
Yeah.
This is going to be a nonsense episode, folks.
The last one was too. Every episode has been nonsense.
Every episode is going to be nonsense.
What is the current hyperfixation as far as music goes? I can start.
I've been getting back into rock.
Ooh.
Because it's summer.
I've been falling out of rock, actually.
That's fair.
It went from, I think this is going to be hot girl summer, to suddenly this is like sad girl summer.
Okay.
So my current playlist is titled Serotonin Boost.
Oh.
And it's all sad music. Except I do have August by Flip Turn in there, because that will be my summer anthem.
I haven't heard that one yet.
It's really good. You should listen to it.
But
that's my summer anthem every summer.
According to my Spotify calculations, Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 6 today.
I have very mixed feelings about him.
Completely understandable. Absolutely, insane career for one.
I have to be New Jersey girl type drunk to listen to him.
Young Money! A milli. Gotta get that needle drop in there.
My favorite trend on TikTok right now is white boys screaming to Silver Springs by Fleetwood Mac.
I think that was your favorite TikTok trend the last time.
The last time it was a trend, yeah. It's always my favorite. Every time it comes back to me, I'm like, we're back. We're finally back.
White boys are raging. White boys are raging.
And it's not even white boy rage. It's feminine rage. And I don't know how they do it, but it's so funny. They're bright red. They have veins bulging in their foreheads. What?
It's a toofy boy.
A toofy boy.
A toofy little kitty cat.
I feel like you need to describe to our listeners what you're looking at.
So this little man,
they can't see us.
This little man is a cute little black cat. His name is Squid. He's on TikTok, and he has the sharpest fangs. He looks like a little bat kitty. He's got the pointiest ears, and he's got a fluffy face, and his eyes just hold no thought behind them.
I think if we remember, we need to post this on the story of the Instagram page.
Oh, definitely.
So people can see it.
Yes.
Get a good visual.
New reference.
Oh, I did do my little breakup photo shoot.
Oh, yes.
My traditional breakup photo shoot.
As always.
There's been 2 major breakups in my life so far.
Only 2?
No, since I've been an adult.
Oh,
that's since I've actually been a grown up.
You know? I've had 0. I'm not trying to brag. Breakups suck.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't attest. But yeah,
Yeah.
since I've like moved out, become my own person, I've had two.
Okay.
Both of them, I did a photo shoot of some sort for my best friend.
Yes.
Send her all the photos. She picks her favorites and she prints them and puts them on her fridge.
Hey, there you go. It's a little souvenir from the time where you felt like you were at your worst, but you know that you're gonna get better.
Yeah.
It's like you kind of, since relationships are in some way like a drug, it's like it's kind of going
you
to
make
rehab.
me sound like an addict.
No, I mean just in general to anybody.
Yeah.
It's like love is a drug, and sometimes if you fall out of that, you're gonna have to, go to rehab and fix things for you. So
Yeah, and sometimes that means wearing a lacy dress in the middle of a creek that apparently has snakes in it.
oh hell yes,
Yeah.
that's always what it means. You gotta dress nice. You gotta feel good about yourself. You're gonna feel like you're shit, but then you can make yourself feel like the shit.
I'm always the shit.
You're always the shit.
Yeah. I'm
Don't
pretty
you know
cool.
I shit, bitch?
Have you ever been 302'd?
No, what is a 302?
It's when you're involuntarily placed in a psych ward.
No, I have not been 302.
I'm not either. I feel like that's such a good conversation starter. That's gonna be one of my
Yeah.
first date questions.
So have you been ever 302'd before, and
Have-
if they'll just cock their head at you like a golden retriever?
Have
just
you
go,
been
"Huh?"
302'd? Have you 302'd someone?
Why would you 302 someone? Like, I feel like that's the most awful thing to do.
I have a friend whose partner was like an alcoholic and suicidal, and she 302'd him at one point. They're still together. They have like a
Okay.
really good relationship. But I was like,
I guess it really depends on the situation,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that term before. I wouldn't be surprised if like some people in my life had been 302.
I'm just a big numbers girl. What can I say?
Big numbers, girl. I know
Yeah.
302, 411, 811. Gotta call them if you want to dig underground. I know the 911, the 999. That's a foreign one. Have you been in an injury or a workplace accident? Oh God, I'm just brain rotted by
Oh my God.
commercials. What is this man doing here? Scrolling on TikTok, finding
Oh, on the topic of
Orange
breakups,
Man.
my favorite breakup right now.
my favorite celebrity couple of all
time has broken up.
fallen out. They're getting a divorce. It's Elon Musk and Trump, guys.
Yeah, they're getting divorced. Last time we recorded, the Pope died, and Trisha
Yeah.
Paytas was having, the Pope reincarnate, and now everyone's favorite couple has broken up.
I think we were like a month late to that news, like just reporting on it. So it feels like
The breakup
no, not the breakup.
or the Pope?
The Pope. Like it had already been like
Yeah.
a month past since we found out about that, and now it's like it doesn't seem like much time has passed between those two, but so much has
Nothing
happened.
has happened. I feel like nothing and everything has happened at once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unstoppable force, immovable object. We're just spinning on it.
yeah.
We're spitting on that thing.
Okay.
Not even. Okay. How spit on it?
You're gonna say that in this podcast?
How spit on that?
Did she copyright that?
Probably. I'll have to bleep all that out.
I'm gonna take this one more time.
Yeah, Elon Musk and Trump. The relationship we thought never would come to an end, but so it seems after Elon Musk has left office, Trump is turning on him like he turns on everyone else.
Let me Actually, I'm re-downloading Twitter real quick so we can.
God. I don't think anybody should re-download Twitter for anything.
This is the only time I'm doing it.
This is why I scroll on Blue Sky. There's a bunch of screenshots of it. I follow an account called, I think it's like the Cats of the White House or something like that, and they go on Instagram and just comment a bunch of meows under all JD Vance's profiles. Meows and couches.
Love that. My favorite thing, since it's Pride Month,
Yes.
I love dead naming Twitter.
Yes. Twitter.
I will forever, to the end of time, dead name Twitter.
Twitter.
And my favorite thing is that everyone else does it too.
Yeah, so of course there's the iconic screenshot about Elon Musk saying, "Time to drop the really big bomb." And I mean,
I don't
we
want notifications.
all
No, I will not update
knew
my
it.
email.
We all knew he was there, but at the same time, I don't know.
Oh,
he
I
could've
have
got
to
some
unblock.
files or something.
I have to unblock Elon Musk
Oh,
to look at them.
Same here, though. I had them blocked, and then I deleted my account, and now I'm never touching that cursed app again.
Is it time to create a new political party in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle?
See, he's trying to sound sane, but this is also the same man that said he didn't do the salute. Think about it like that there.
This man's also saying that the Republicans will lose the House in 2026.
He just plays to whichever side makes him the most money.
Yeah, but the last side lost him a lot of money, so
Yeah.
is he that smart?
Yeah. He kind of messed up in that sense.
I like the meme that he posted. It's like okay, well, I could show you, and then we have to describe it because we don't have a camera.
Oh yeah, the
like,
trust fist.
The trust fist, yeah. And in the middle it says X active users. Sorry, Twitter active users. Man, I can't believe it. Didn't commit my favorite hate crime. One side it says Elon does ketamine, and the other side it says Trump is on Epstein's list.
And it's like ActiveX users talking about it.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, he reposted that?
He reposted that. This man's been going crazy.
Because we all know he was on ketamine.
We do. There's no way he wasn't.
There's no way he got that black eye from his child. Yeah, little X, little X. He is just a little wild rascal, and he sucker punched me in the face.
He also reposted, drop the tax cuts, cut some pork, get the bill through. What does that mean? I'm confused.
He's just opposing everything Trump wants now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why we don't let civilians become federal agents, especially civilians that came from South Africa.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with him being South African.
No.
I know people have their gripes about South Africans, but someone who has basically an unlimited amount of money, given an unlimited amount of power, with unknown intentions, is just brewing a horrible storm. And we saw the consequences of that.
Yeah. I like that you're holding your face with two fingers on each
It's
cheek.
like I'm coming to a realization. It's insane how much we've just kind of gone into a landslide. That's a good Fleetwood Mac song.
Yeah, good Fleetwood Mac song. I love Fleetwood Mac.
But it's just been a big landslide over these past couple of months. Not years per se, but it seems like we have been declining through the past years.
Yeah.
All started back in good old 2016.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, war was different. War's done changed.
Speaking of 2016, my favorite meme that I've seen recently was a photo of Trump from 2016.
Yeah.
And a photo of Trump from
Now.
Like, now. And it's just captioned with, why does it look like this man has aged almost 10 years?
Oh my god. Science has gone too far. Why does he look like he's aged
almost
10 years?
10 years? And I'm like, because sitting there, it's like, this is actually really funny. And like, every like, MAGA supporting,
Yeah.
is in that comment section like, you liberals are so stupid. Like, you don't understand. It has been 10 years, and everyone that doesn't like him's in the comments like, this is really funny because it has been 10 years. And it's just funny.
It's the irony of the joke.
It's just the irony of the joke. Let a joke be ironic.
Can you guys believe that Trump looks like he's aged 10 years over the past 9 years? I think he's 10 years, 9 years over the past 10 years. When Trump's the Trumpsicle? Trumpsicle. Someone needs to make a gumball.
I came in here with no talking points today.
I thought you were about to say I came in here with like no leg hair.
I mean that too.
I came in here with like no leg hair, and I just magically spurted some.
I got bruises all over my legs right now. It's
Same
so
thing
bad.
with Lily.
I
beat up people.
I kick fridge doors.
I kick fridge doors in. I like to stamp in the dishes sometimes.
My one friend was laughing hysterically at me the other day because she came over. She was just like sitting on my bed while I got ready for us to go. Well, because we were gonna go out. We were gonna go out for all our friends' birthdays. Woo. And I was getting ready, and I was trying to figure out what top I was gonna wear. So I was like walking out of my closet and like around to the front of my bed to like hold up all the options, and I stepped on the toe of my sock. and went to take a step forward with the foot that was in the sock. And you can see it right here. It was like a big black and blue strip. Now
Did you like just straight up fall?
Right onto my face.
Oh.
Like literally face first onto the ground. It hurt so bad.
You were trying to do an 80s shopping montage and
I was just cracking up. I was laughing so hard on the floor because like it was really funny. It was so funny. Yeah, it was funny. So I laughed, but then I was in pain for like 3 days.
Yeah.
I'm not in pain anymore.
That's good. It looks painful.
It is painful.
Half things on your body look painful. Look at all those tattoos.
Look at all those tattoos, those bruises. I get my knee tattoo finished in 2 weeks.
You got a sexy ghost on your leg.
I do have a sexy stripping ghost on my
Stripper
leg.
ghost.
Stripper ghost.
That sounds.
Did you know
like
that was my nickname in high school?
Stripper ghost.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, back in high school, I was nicknamed the Stripper Ghost, mostly due to my pale skin and my compulsion for my pants in class.
Why have we been on that today? We talked. Okay, so I shared the time that I shit my pants at 17.
Oh.
Have you shit your pants in the last 5 years?
Once.
Once. Okay, I feel so much better.
Yeah,
It
once.
was so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if you do it when you're an adult, it's
either so embarrassing or so funny.
it's both. It's both at the same time. You look back on it, and it's hilarious.
I think it's hilarious.
It's
that I shit my
embarrassing
pants
at
when
the
I was
time.
17.
You're like, oh, is there warm liquid running down my leg right now?
No, I think we need to delete this whole
Yeah,
episode.
we're gonna probably need to censor half of it, but that's okay.
This is just us talking at this point. Are you medicated right now? I'm unmedicated still.
I have not taken my medication yet.
That's why this is why today's the
I don't know what Zoloft does for ADHD, but I'm not even feeling depressed right now.
It's because you're with me.
I am
Yeah.
bipolar on several medications, and I got a syringe in my butt. I'm sorry. My southern side's coming out.
I didn't think I liked that.
You don't like that one?
I don't think I like that.
That's fair. That's fair.
My Vyvanse has been on back order, not a shortage, back order for a month.
I love the big pharma.
Stop using the things I need to live as a party drug, please.
Is that what they use it for? Vyvanse, you said?
All ADHD meds, all stimulant-related
yeah.
medications get used as party drugs.
Do it like the rest of us. Go smoke some Galaxy gas. Anything to get our hands off these big drugs that
Honestly,
people actually need.
Have a cosmic brownie and move on.
Have a cosmic brownie.
Move
Get yourself a can of Coca-Cola.
Diet
Sit
Coke.
down.
Take
a couple of breaths.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr. Pepper is the worst sin to commit.
I love Diet Dr. Pepper.
No, my mom loves Diet Dr. Pepper far too much.
No, I love Diet Dr. Pepper.
She always used to get the big ol'...
Oh.
You know how at Costco, like, they have the huge pallets of sodas and it'll be like the 32 pack? Yeah.
Yeah, those are the good ones.
It'd be like a month she'd go through those.
So good.
They're really good.
I have a really important question for you. You have 5 fingers on your non-dominant hand, right?
Yes.
If you had a liquid come out of each one, on demand and unlimited, what 5 liquids would you pick?
Cactus cooler, lemonade,
Wait, you'd have Cactus Cooler twice?
cactus cooler,
Oh my god.
and cactus cooler.
Okay.
So I can spray it all out of the same 4 fingers, and then I can flip someone off and give them lemonade.
I asked someone that question yesterday, and he went through his answers. They were decent. Like, the one I was like, why would you pick that?
Yeah.
But the other 3 were pretty good. And the last one he said, are you ready?
What?
Lava.
Lava. I am the lava man.
And it would come out of his pinky.
Oh.
And he said it would be for whenever he sees someone he hates. He's like, it would make it so I don't have to look at them anymore. He's like, I just...
You know what? I cast fireball.
And then we ran into one of his friends about an hour later, maybe.
Yeah.
Asked his friend the same question. His friend says his 4. Gets to his pinky, and he goes, lava. I was like, wow.
It's been coordinated.
I was like, I've never thought of having lava as one of mine.
I mean, it makes sense.
I would do water, gasoline, Diet Dr. Pepper,
Oh.
black cold brew, Jameson whiskey.
You were talking about... Okay, that makes more sense. They were talking about this question at work the other day.
Yeah, because I've been asking everybody
I
that.
thought you guys were talking about what you would bring... Like, what 5 liquids you would bring to a deserted island.
Oh, no,
I mean, I guess it's kind of the same concept.
These are coming out of each of your fingers whenever you want.
But what does it feel like? Does it feel like a muscle? Does it feel like where is it coming out of inside of your body? Do you have like a mystical soda pump stuck in
the middle
hand,
of your palm?
And it's just, you feel it in there and
no,
you hear
it comes out of your fingertips. It comes out of your fingers.
It comes out of the fingers, but where's the structure it comes from? Inside the body. Like, would it be like a pouch that mystically transforms the water in your body into like imagine having a hand pouch.
Wait. Are you asking if wait, now this is becoming complicated. Do you have to hydrate to be able to use this?
Yeah.
Well, one of my choices is water, so I'm gonna say that you don't have to hydrate.
Or what if someone said like a sauce or like a certain type of
it still works.
If they said like lemon lime soda, would your body naturally produce the lemon lime flavor, or would you have to eat a lemon and a lime?
No, your body would produce the flavor.
Okay.
The point is that like the liquid comes out of your hand whenever you want, on demand and unlimited.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you have to like replace the flavor. So you don't have to
modify it.
No, but like inside of your hand with the pumpy in your elbow.
I like to think mine would be in my shoulder.
Or maybe it would be in the what's that one little part of the body that doesn't really do anything, but it's there? The pancreas.
My mom's pancreas is dead.
Yeah, there you go.
She was talking about wanting to lose weight, and I told her she should get it removed.
If you want to lose weight, get rid of that dead organ inside of you,
Mom.
Mom.
I was like, you got type 1 diabetes. You don't need it. I was like,
wow.
Yeah.
Is that what causes type 1 diabetes?
Yeah, her pancreas doesn't work.
Oh, right. Your pancreas does do something.
Pancreas creates insulin.
Yeah, that's true.
You do need your pancreas.
But technically, that could be used for the sugar in the soda or beverage that comes out of your hand.
Your pancreas?
It can use the insulin.
To like neutralize all of it?
No, to make it insulin is sucrose. Sucrose is sugar.
Insulin is to lower your blood sugar.
Yeah, I know, but I thought inside of the pancreas
it might be. I don't know how it works inside the pancreas. I just know
what
it does when it leaves.
The mitochondria is
the powerhouse of
the cell. And Pluto is a planet.
And we are both unmedicated right now.
Come at me, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Come at me. Talk about Pluto's not a planet.
My brother got his wisdom teeth removed, and they didn't let him keep them.
They never let you keep them.
It makes me so angry.
Lily wanted to keep hers. They said no. I want to keep mine. They're probably going to say no. So I might just stay at home and use a drill bit.
I got my wisdom teeth removed. They said I couldn't keep them. My brother asked if he could keep them. They said no. I got my IUD removed. They said I couldn't keep it.
You couldn't keep the flexible tiny man?
I know. I wanted to mount it in a shadow box and hang it on my wall like a freak.
But you are a part of one another for so long.
It's literally mine. I paid for it.
Yeah, you paid for it. You paid for the metal that went into it. You paid for the clips that went into your body.
Also, I went through the physical trauma to get it put into there.
Yeah, exactly. They had to stick... I don't want to talk about that.
I don't want to think about that. Every time I remember the pain I went through for that, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, no. Doing that for any man is awful. There needs to be more sterilization methods for men because they're too lazy to get a vasectomy. I want to get a vasectomy at some point.
I have a friend whose boyfriend got a vasectomy.
It's not a bad idea.
Next person I'm in a serious relationship with, I'm gonna be like, get a vasectomy.
Like, get a vasectomy.
You can get it reversed.
A biological. Even if you can't get it reversed, adoption's always an option. There's plenty needy kids that need homes.
I want to have 2 of my own kids, like birth 2 and adopt 1.
Birth 2, let them grow up to the age of 18, and then adopt a little kid so you can see his siblings.
I want to have 3 years. Well, no, not 3 years. I want to have a good chunk of time where I have 3 kids. Because that's how you get the most money back in taxes.
That's true. But do you file jointly? Do you file by yourself?
I think it's either. I think it's...
Either way?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you can claim them as dependents.
Yeah.
We're talking about taxes.
I'm so sorry to everyone listening to this episode.
And welcome back on our tutorial on how to do your taxes and taxing the rich.
Hi everyone, welcome to our podcast where we show you every reason people with ADHD do in fact need their medication.
Welcome back to NPR. Today we're talking about Pride Month.
Welcome back to your mom's house.
Slay girl.
Slay girly pop. Slay boss girl pussy queen.
Slay that sashay away. Sashay away. I spelt it out earlier.
You did. It was so funny. I had to read it out loud to myself. When you said it, I was sitting in the McDonald's drive-thru lane, like waiting for my food, and the window is open, whatever. I'm sitting there waiting for it.
Shaw slay away, queen. There we go. I had to look at it to actually. Shaw slay away, queen.
Yeah, one of the McDonald's employees heard me trying to read that out loud to myself. She just looked at each and went, "You know what? Hell yeah, girl." I was like, "Thanks."
Shaw slay away, queen.
Anyways.
RuPaul is amazing.
I've never watched RuPaul's Drag Race.
He's a chill dude. I've never really gotten into it. I know Lily was big into it for a good bit there.
I love makeup. I don't know why I've never watched it.
It's fun. It's really fun. I don't know if they're doing any more seasons, but
Well, like, you can always rewatch.
yeah, you can always rewatch the old seasons. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I'll rewatch through old seasons of stuff all the time.
I was bored the other day because I just got tired of thinking of my own problems. So I did the next best thing anyone can do when they don't want to think about their problems, and I started watching Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Ooh, that show. I've heard a lot about that show.
Why would you be friends with people like that? That's my question.
Why would you want to be a Mormon?
Like, okay.
And besides the idea of,
Oh, yes, I can have my own harem, and it's legal because we live in Utah, where they make salt.
it's Salt Lake
Nice.
City.
Yeah, this is true. I didn't think about that. But no, if I were friends with people like that, I would cut them off so fast. I mean,
It's a bunch of drama starters.
I also kind of like, it's not that I enjoy cutting people off, it's just that I don't feel anything about it.
Yeah, that's
You know,
fair.
like
That's
I don't
fair.
feel any type of way about it. People get so upset about it.
I mean, yeah, there's been plenty of friends that I didn't cut off necessarily, but I just don't talk to anymore. And it's
Yeah.
the ascent of, it's the essence of cutting someone off.
I usually let things fizzle.
Yes.
If I'm like, I don't mind if you reach out to me again.
Yeah, exactly.
If I don't want you reaching out to me again in the context of a friendship, I will very explicitly tell you, we are not friends anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's the way to go about it, because like at the end of the day, if someone doesn't know, they're just gonna try and reach out to you.
yeah,
some
and I'm
more.
like, you're gonna reach out and I'm gonna be completely uninterested, and then I'm gonna have to have this
Yeah.
conversation with you a lot farther down the line. And
you
you're gonna be
don't-
like, you should be over this by now. And I'm gonna be like, I understand, but I don't trust you.
you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings.
Can I hit that?
sometimes. Yeah.
Thanks.
Can I
Can I hit that?
Can I hit that dog?
Can I hit that dog?
Can I hit that dog? Man, I love dogs so much. That's probably my favorite part about working at a place that has a drive-through.
It's the dogs.
Because I never got that working at Smashburger. We didn't have a drive-through. It was just
I
a
always
walk-in.
forget you worked at Smashburger.
Yeah, that was a fun time.
What was your order? What was your go-to?
It depended on the day, because there was that good bit where I was trying to be vegetarian while I was out in
I
Arizona.
forgot about that. I
Yeah.
forgot you told me that.
So I was doing like black bean burgers, because they have black bean burgers.
Black
there.
bean burgers are so
They
good.
weren't awful, and I loved like doing all the different toppings and stuff because we had a ton of it. And then I slowly got back into eating meat again, and that's when I started getting crazy with my stuff because they had like a brisket smokehouse burger. You'd get like this huge, like thick thing of brisket.
Uh-huh.
You'd slap it onto the grill. You'd get the smash burger patty, pop it on the grill, bring down the smasher, sit there for a good couple of minutes, bring it back up.
Mhm.
You soak the brisket in barbecue sauce, and then you put cheddar cheese on top.
My dad makes mean smash burgers.
Oh, smash burgers are so good.
They're
I'm
so
so
good.
glad I know how to cook.
He does not make them with anything like actually used for smash burgers.
Yeah.
Because like, they make like actual tools for it.
Oh,
They're like,
yeah, no.
they're so expensive because it has the name Smash Burger in it.
Yeah.
You know what he discovered?
Huh.
Wallpaper tools, stuff for wallpapering.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a lot. It's like a quarter the price.
It's basically
the same thing.
Yeah, yeah. Stamp down a good burger with that. I get the pre-made smash burgers, so they're already smashed, but you just toss them on the grill.
Mhm.
Sure, they come out a little smaller once you actually cook them, but I feel like that's just every burger.
I've never actually been to a Smash Burger joint.
It's not bad.
My dad makes them.
Yeah, I
Think
feel
about
like
that
home
often.
cooked food always is more
Tops
superior to
everything.
any type of food you can get
Except
at
for
a fast
Chili's.
food place. Chili's is good.
Chili's will always be my favorite place on earth.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
I Love Chili's.
Love Chili's.
$6 margaritas and a triple dipper.
Man, $6 margarita in a triple dipper.
Okay, someone asked me this the other day.
What?
And since we're on the topic of food.
Yes.
And I don't know what my answer is. And I told them I would answer them eventually. And I was still thinking about it. It's been like 2 days. If you're on death row, what would your last meal be?
2 slices of pineapple and bacon pizza.
Okay.
2?
2 specifically.
Yeah, 2 specifically. You gotta save room for the other stuff.
Actually, I think I would sample every single tomato in the world because I'm gonna die anyways.
That's fair. A 32 ounce of cactus cooler.
Hell yeah.
Let's see. A sourdough jack from Jack in the Box and one of their crispy
Never
tacos.
been to Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box is good. The closest one is in like North Carolina, South Carolina.
Road trip.
I'd love to go to Jack in the Box again. That and In-N-Out. The nearest.
Oh, I love In-N-Out.
I was looking this up the other day because I'm like, I'm wondering how close is the nearest place. Nearest In-N-Out is in Texas, and I don't know if I want to be caught in Texas.
I hate Texas.
So it's like the closest one after that would be like Vegas. We gotta go to Vegas. I want to go back to Vegas.
When did I go to In-N-Out then?
That's a good question. Did you go to like California? Did you go to?
Is there one in Colorado? Where did
Yes, there's absolutely an In-N-Out in
I
Colorado.
went to an In-N-Out in Colorado, and I went to
down to the air
Whataburger
base.
in Colorado.
Yes, Whataburger's so good too. I tried it Whataburger for the first time out in Arizona. And
Yeah.
it was really good. It was like, it feels like a generic burger place.
But it's Whataburger.
It's Whataburger. Like, their burgers are nice and thick, and they're like really wide. Like, they're
wide
It's a
patty.
wide burger.
It's a wide patty.
It's like, I don't know, it's like a 10-inch burger as opposed to most burger places where it's like, I don't know,
yeah,
6
you go to
inches.
Five Guys and spend like your whole life savings on a burger, and you finish it, and you're like,
Sir,
I'm not
I
satisfied.
have a 5K gold brick. What can I get from you guys? A little fry and a little drink.
Yeah, I have no clue what my death row meal would be.
Oh, and a bowl of Moose Tracks ice cream.
Hell yeah.
Or
What kind
caramel.
of Moose Tracks ice cream? Because I feel like there's a lot of different
Yeah,
ones
I was
that
about
have
to
it.
say, it's either the plain Moose Tracks where it's like the peanut butter cups and the vanilla ice cream, although
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the peanut butter cups they use in that type of ice cream.
Mhm.
Or,
'Cause it's like those little tiny ones.
yeah,
They're
it's
like
the little tiny ones that have like the baking chocolate on the outside.
Yeah,
It's-
it's
or it's caramel caribou, which is the caramel variant, which has like little caramel clusters and all that. Oh my lord.
Sorry, I just looked at that.
No, that's insane.
For those of you that can't see, I have a pretty impressive bruise on my arm.
Yeah.
I'm a little beat up today.
Been running into a lot of
A
things.
lot of things.
Just give it a break right there.
Just
The mic's hurt enough.
It's gonna like pan into that like elevator music where it's like doo, doo, doo. Yeah. It's huge.
That is huge.
One of my friends called me the other day because he was like, he just called me and I answered, and he was like, I need to bitch for a minute. And I was like, okay. And he
You
was
always
like-
know the tea's gonna be good.
He was like, I need to talk about my stepmom. I was like, I got you.
Ooh,
He's
stepmom
telling me
drama.
stepmom drama.
Stepmama drama.
Telling me about how she was yelling at him about something really stupid. And he literally goes, I'm literally in the middle of beep, in my hand thing. And I cut him off. I was like, look, dude, I was like, that, you saying that, all I'm hearing in my head is, so I'm sitting there
I'm standing there.
with Q sauce on my face.
Get in my hand.
And he just started laughing so hard, and I'm very proud of that moment.
It's always stepmoms trying to cause something, or people that aren't related to you trying
Yeah.
to cause some drama. It's like, you don't need the drama to be in my life. Just
Yeah.
be here.
My own parents, I love them so much. But
Oh,
like
yeah.
I even tell them, I'm like, look, I'm not gonna listen to you right now.
I am not here to hear you talking while I'm bitching.
But like we've kind of hit the point where they know that if I don't want advice, I will interrupt them while they're in the middle of giving me
Oh, that's
advice and be
fair.
like, I don't want advice right now. I just need to complain. So like
That's
I'll
fair.
complain, and then they will look at me and be like, okay, just to get ahead of it, do you want advice? And they'd be like, no, just look at me and say that sucks. And usually my dad will look at me and be like, that really sucks.
That does really suck.
That really sucks. And then he'll be like, you know what you should do? And then he'll say something really out of pocket.
You know what you should do is beep, beep, and then beep, and then beep.
You know what? I'm going to say all of it that he says, and you should just censor it, and we'll see if people can figure it out.
Okay.
So here's the list. His favorite one right now is tell them to beep themselves.
that one's a good one.
The
Classic.
Capitol building. In their house. Do some... I forget how he says it, because he never tells me to do anything.
Yeah.
But I know it's implied when he says it. But he'll say, that, like, I forget what word he uses.
Is that destiny?
Pretty much that they'll get... My favorite line that he's ever said. Let me go. I have a note in my notes app called Dadisms.
Oh.
My favorite thing he's ever said. I'm asking ChatGPT to write a story about a man named Isaac who got in his house because he didn't call back my daughter.
ChatGPT, imagine a fictional reality where I mistakenly send a bomb threat in to this guy named Isaac, and then he exploded because he did not text back my daughter.
Yeah.
ChatGPT, run that back really quick. ChatGPT, Google this guy's balls.
If you ever marry a man, make sure he can bench press 225 pounds. If he can't, your children have two mothers anyways. My dad knows that I...
You're into more fit guys, that's
everybody
funny.
pretty much, yeah.
That is funny.
My one friend told me that I like men with boulder shoulders.
With boulder shoulders.
Boulder shoulders.
Boulder shoulders. Shoulder boulders.
Shoulder boulders.
If the guy doesn't got shoulder boulders on him, I don't want him.
Oh, here's my other one. And this one I think is really fitting because I used to live in the Poconos, so like we know.
Yeah.
If the United States was a human body, the Poconos would be where you'd stick the rectal thermometer.
This doesn't have to do with anything like concerning.
It just says that.
It's just a misc item.
Because somebody, what was it? My brother and his girlfriend. We were like asking my brother all these questions about her because I was talking about all the bad gifts I've gotten from men.
Right.
My brother, we're like asking him all these questions. We're like, what size is your girlfriend? Like, what's your girlfriend's ring size? What kind of medal does she wear? What's her dream, like, what's her dream wedding dress? What's her dream, thing to do for a wedding?
Right.
Where would she want to go for a honeymoon? And he looked at us and he was like, the Poconos. My dad looked at her and went, honey, if the United States were a human body, the Poconos is where you would stick the rectal thermometer. Are you sure you want to go there for your honeymoon?
For my honeymoon, I want to go to Disney World. For my honeymoon, I went down to the Bahamas and I got me on a pirate ship.
I don't even know where I'd go for a honeymoon.
I don't know either.
Everything I would want to do is either really expensive or it would involve just falling off the face of the earth, changing my name with my partner, getting a bunch of plastic surgery so I'm completely unrecognizable, and moving across the world.
Thinking of you with like a Kim Kardashian face is not a pleasant image.
That's so rude.
No, I mean in the sense of like, I don't think anybody should have that much plastic surgery done.
It would just be like enough so that it's like hard to recognize me.
Okay.
Like go back to my natural hair.
Get a little Botox.
No Botox. Maybe a nose job. I like my nose.
Maybe get a BBL.
Nose job. Colored
Nose job.
contacts.
BBL.
I don't need a BBL. Maybe I would get my ass removed.
Foot surgery.
Boob job.
Foot lengthening surgery.
I'd get some of my height removed.
Knee surgery.
Suddenly I'd be 5'6". That's like my dream height.
Instead of what? 5 foot?
5'9". I wish I was 5'6" or 6 foot. No in between. But I'm the in between.
6 or 6 foot.
Yep.
Wait, so when were you last 5'6"?
I was 14.
Was that a good time in life?
14. No.
Oh.
I was a pubescent teenager. Navigating the trials and hardships that life throws at me on my own.
And I... Wait, what's the song? And tonight will be the night that I will fall for you. Over and over again. I could not hit that last
That should
note.
be our intro.
And tonight will be the night that
That's so
I
beautiful.
will fall for you. I could have been an opera singer if I went into the training.
Mm-hmm.
I loved watching Bertram on Jesse, and whenever he would do like, did you ever watch Jesse on Disney Channel?
Is that like the one where they're in the New York City apartment?
Yeah.
Or something? Yeah, I've seen that.
Hey Jesse.
Hey, wait.
What?
I've seen that.
You have seen that?
I've seen that.
That's a first. But yeah, no, Bertram,
Anyways.
the butler, he would sing like opera in some of the
Yeah.
episodes, and I would just like try to imitate him. I'd just be like,
Yeah. Oh my god, I've seen something that you're referencing. Wow, I feel like I've grown.
Mrs. Kipling. Man, that lizard was fine.
I can't remember
It
any
was
of
a
the
giant
characters.
Komodo dragon.
Hell yeah. I want a Komodo dragon. I don't want to deal with how big they are.
I mean,
Sorry, I'm inspecting the bruises on my
no,
leg.
that's fair.
I'm
One of
pretty-
them's got a scratch.
Yeah, that's from falling flat on my face.
Got a bruise, got a scratch, got a Medusa.
Yeah, Medusa holding Perseus' head. Fuck with it.
Perseus?
Yeah, it's Perseus.
Like Percy Jackson and the Olympians? My
No.
favorite book by Rick Riordan?
Oh,
I think that's how you pronounce it.
I don't know how you say his name.
Rick Riordan.
I just choose not to say his name.
Sheesh.
I'm reading a book called They Both Die at the End right now.
They both die at the end. I think I've heard of that one.
Yeah. Can I spoil it for you?
Do they both die at the end?
They both die at the end, apparently.
Damn.
I don't know. I feel like since it's named that, they're not gonna die.
I was really hoping that I wouldn't get spoiled on that book, but you know, I read the title, and man, they both die at the end.
Okay, so here's my next crazy question.
What?
So the premise of this book is that on the day that you die, between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m., you get a call from something called Deathcast, and they tell you that it's your last day to live.
Okay.
And they give you like a list. Here's like the weather, like the times that it's gonna be raining, whatever. Here's a list of events happening today if you want to participate in any of them.
Did they tell you the way you're gonna die?
No, you just know you're gonna
okay,
die that
that's
day.
fair. So you can't prevent it necessarily.
No, no one prevents it.
Okay. Do
So-
they kill the people?
No.
Oh.
So you can like but it's so you can also just like have your funeral. You can attend your own funeral
Oh.
as well. So if you woke up in the middle of the night to a call from Deathcast, what would you do on your last day alive?
Probably go eat a bunch of good food. Maybe take a drive up to Canada.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Watch the sunset over the mountains. That'd be nice. While eating poutine, sipping on probably a THC seltzer because they have those up there.
Yeah.
Maybe like a good
Those
root beer.
nowadays.
No,
Have you
I
tried
go up to
those?
Canada and I go to A&W, and then I find like some spot to eat my A&W as I watch the
Oh, as
sunset.
you should.
That'd be perfect.
What if you died because the A&W was poisoned? Like, what if that was the way
Or
you
if
went?
I just died of a heart attack. That was my
Yeah.
last burger. I'd at least want to finish the cheese curds first.
What would I do?
Because you have, what, 24 hours?
You have approximately, like, you don't know when you're gonna die that
Yeah.
day. You could hang up the phone and then, like, literally have a heart attack right when you get off the phone and die.
Right, right.
Yeah. You just know you have until 11:59 p.m. that night.
Yeah, in reality, I'd get that phone call, hang up, and have a panic attack, then have a heart attack.
I think I would call all of my friends and tell them to call off work.
Oh, to have a giant party?
Yeah, I would have a giant party.
That'd be fun. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I would have a big celebration of life. And then if I'd tell them all that they're not allowed to be sad or anything because, you know, we can't cry. We gotta celebrate together that I lived my life to the fullest. I like to think I've lived a good life.
I love how it's like your ideal envisionment of
You're
like your
like-
last day alive. I was just like a lone wolf in that
Yeah,
scenario.
you're like, I want to be solitary. But you're also an introvert.
a little bit more than
A little bit.
I've been a little bit more introverted since the pandemic.
I'm really extroverted.
I think
I'm very
at
extroverted.
heart I'm extroverted, but nowadays I don't have the energy to be
It's like
extroverted.
a habit to relearn once after something like the pandemic.
Yeah, it was a
honestly.
traumatic event, and I mean, I kind of learned to be more introverted during that time, especially since I didn't really want to make friends while I was out
I
there.
mean, pandemic happened, and then I lived on a horse farm for 4 months with like the same 20-some people.
Yeah, so you were kind of stuck with a bunch
Yeah.
of people that you had to make friends with.
And I literally was sitting there. I had a conversation with the one guy that was there with me, and I was like, I think I'm an introvert. And he was like, I do too. And then we had more conversations about it with another girl that was feeling the same way.
Right.
And the three of us realized we're not introverted. We're just burnt out from the people we're surrounded by.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. I think the better reasoning is that I am still a little burnt out. I'm still trying to like do creative things and not like burn out all my energy. It's like it's not work that's been burning me out necessarily. It's the same stuff every day. I get through it just the same. The day always comes to an end.
The monotony of it all.
It's once I get home, I'm tired because I got up early, or it's I'm tired because maybe that day was a little heavier on the work than normal, you know. Some days I just want to make music.
Yeah.
I'm not like at the point though where I was with when I was working at a gas station. And
oh my god, I could never. I could never.
It wasn't awful necessarily. I mean, they had like a food service area there and everything, so I got to do like food jobs. They mostly had me on trash, so it was a bit isolating. But at the end of it all, I would like just start calling off, just because like my stomach would hurt early in the morning, and it wasn't even as early as I work now. Like I'd be going in at 7:00 shifts, 7:30 shifts.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to drive into the city. You haven't touched that cold brew yet.
No.
That's fair. Do you want like creamer or something?
No.
Okay.
I've come to terms with my fate.
With your fate of the cold brew.
Yeah, I think so for those of you that don't know, I hyperfixate on beverages. So I will find something I really like and I will drink it exclusively for months.
Yes.
And then one day I will be just as excited to drink it, and I'll take a sip, and it will make me feel so depressed and sad and angry inside because it's not hitting the way it used to. So for the last 4 months, it's been black cold brew. Today I had my black cold brew, and it made me want to die. So
maybe that's your burnout right there. That's
yeah.
When the routine becomes mundane.
Yeah. I gotta do something different regularly.
That's life for you, though.
Yeah.
You always got to do something different, otherwise it gets boring.
Yeah.
Even though I sleep all the time, it's different from when I was doing a couple months back, you know?
Not sleeping all the time?
Not sleeping all the time, getting stuff done.
Yeah.
Not being constantly exhausted.
Yeah.
That's just life. That's being an adult.
Didn't we have something we were going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about Pride.
We were going to talk about
We
Pride.
talked about Pride a little bit.
When did you come out?
I came out in 8th grade. I had just gotten out of a relationship with someone. It was like my first true love, I guess you could say. First person I had a first kiss with, you know, all that stuff.
The like little childhood love.
Yeah. She broke up with me after the summer. That summer is when I kind of like developed depression because she was constantly busy with like band camp and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't have much time to see each other. And of course, being young and in love, I basically centered my whole world around her a little too much. After the breakup, I was a little bit roughed up, but you know, I came to terms with it and I slowly discovered myself more. And I was like, I think I might be a little gay. So in 8th grade, we were talking about going into 9th grade or something, and like the different support systems they have, and they're talking about how like they have a GSA, which is something I had never heard of. It's I think it's the
Gay Straight Alliance,
Gender Sexuality Alliance, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And I remember commenting. I was in the middle of like an English class, and we were being given this presentation from like a guidance counselor from the high school, and I just remember them being like, "Is there any questions or anything?" And I'm like, "Well." I raised my hand and I'm like, well, as one of the only bi kids in school, that was the moment I came out in front of the whole class. I was like, as one of the only bi kids in school, I think it's actually really great that you have like a support system because like it feels a little isolating here.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, of course. And then at the end of class, my teacher came up to me and he was like, hey, I know that took a lot to do. Like, I'm really glad you have like you're comfortable enough to be able to say something like that in my class. He was a great English teacher.
We love the English teachers.
Oh yeah, he gave me all that music back in middle school.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currents by Tame Impala, which I didn't get
Great
into
album.
until like years later, but like I listened to some of it.
That's
He
one
gave
of my
me
no skip albums, actually.
The White Album by Weezer,
Okay.
which I got really big into that. And then I got big into the Blue Album, of course, and went back through their whole discography like I do with every artist.
Yeah.
I can't remember what other albums. He had one of Fiona. No, not Fiona Apple. Different Fiona. No, never mind. Not a Fiona. Courtney Barnett.
Okay.
Do you know who she is?
I think so. Which one is she?
She is. I think she's either British or.
I know I listened to something Barnett.
She's so good.
That's not who I was
The
looking for.
album was called Sometimes I Sit and Think and Sometimes I Just Sit.
Oh, I don't have any music saved by her.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's fair.
have I listened to her? I don't think I have.
Maybe not. But she's a great artist as well. It's kind of like rock music. It's pretty nice. I don't know if she's Australian.
Her
or-
vibe?
Yes,
gives-
she's Australian, from Melbourne.
Her vibe gives sad indie girl.
Yeah, it's kind of sad indie girl. It's more rock centered, or at least Pedestrian at Best was, or no, not Pedestrian at Best. That's one of the songs off the album. The Sometimes I Just Sit and Sometimes I Sit and Think, Sometimes I Just Sit. That album is very like rock heavy, but it's very introspective. It has kind of lonerist vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I really love that one. And she actually kind of paved the way for me getting into artists like Mac DeMarco a little bit more. Which,
He's
of course, first album I ever heard by him was Salad Days.
Good album.
That one's a good album.
Good
It got a little
album.
overplayed. It was my snow shoveling album. So anytime I'd go out and shovel the snow in the middle of winter, I'd just put
I feel
that
like that's
album
very
on loop.
fitting.
It's so good. And it was just the nice calming mix of everything. I didn't listen to more of his albums till I moved out to Arizona, because that was the big year where I got really big into music.
Yeah.
Like that was my first year fully listening to Brockhampton
Were you
all the
listening?
time.
Were you living out there with your family at all?
Yeah, I was living
Okay.
with my mom and dad, but you know they were always at work or I was at work, and then
Yeah.
I was able to drive now, so I could really go anywhere. But I also
Yeah.
had my bike that I could ride places, so I was constantly listening to
Yeah.
music. And then my manager, while I was working out there at the Smash Burger, coincidentally, he just so happened to be from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
His brother was in school with Mac Miller.
Yo.
Yeah. Or it was like one of his brother's friends or something like that.
That's
but
crazy.
He went to the same school as him, and then he moved out to Arizona later on, and him and I really connected over music too, because I was
Yeah.
just slowly getting into hip hop more.
Yeah.
And he was like already way deep into it. Like he was constantly playing like MF Doom. He was playing, I gotta think here. Of course, he was playing Mac Miller some. He would play a lot of, it was like 2000s reggae. It was
Okay.
like radio mixes. That was always fun.
Yeah.
You knew it was going to be a good day when you walked in and it was Sunday and he was just playing all the reggaeton back there.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Sidetracked. When did you come out?
So complicated. I came out, so I had a friend in high school because I was in band and choir and stuff, which like everyone, it's a stereotype.
Yeah,
like,
it's a stereotype.
everyone
This one time
everyone knows
at
there's at
band
least
camp.
one. Yeah. There's at least one iconic queer person in every high school
Oh
band.
yeah, absolutely.
But our drum major for marching band, she's still, I don't talk to her much, but I'd still consider her like one of my good friends. Like I could always reach out to her.
Right.
But she was the first person I came out to when I was like 15.
Wow.
Yeah. But like the way I came out to her was like I sat with her at lunch and just started crying, and I was like, I don't know if this is possible. It's like,
I don't know.
It's like-
I don't know if I can conceptually, like, what if God will punish me?
well, yeah, because I grew up like super
Yeah.
religious, so I was like,
That's always the first
Yeah.
thought behind most religious folk who end up discovering later
Yeah.
on that they are who they are.
I just thought that the girls that I thought were really pretty, I just like really liked them as friends.
Yeah.
Like I just thought that I appreciated our friendship more.
Lydia from Beetlejuice. Am I right,
Oh my
fellas,
God.
or am I right, fellas?
Monica Bellucci
What's her name?
stapling herself back together
Stapling herself back
in
together.
the new Beetlejuice movie.
Stapling herself back. Oh yeah, I
Oh.
forgot. Doesn't she play like Beetlejuice's wife or
Yeah.
something?
Oh my god. I went to see that with somebody I used to be friends with, and
Yeah.
both of us were sitting there like jaws on the floor.
Yeah.
Like if we were drinking anything at that time, it would have fallen out of our
Yeah.
mouths. Like we were like, oh.
Oh my god. I didn't see that one yet. I want to so bad because I watched the original Beetlejuice and I loved it.
I've finally seen both of those.
Okay.
I've seen both the original and then this one that just came out.
I can't make you feel too bad about that because I had just seen the original maybe like a couple of years ago.
I just saw the original a week after I saw that one because I didn't realize it was a sequel. I thought it was a remake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. I mean, I guess it could make sense.
It was not a remake. It was in fact a
complete
sequel.
Yeah.
I was very confused the whole time.
I can't remember what he says. I love the actor that plays Beetlejuice. I can't remember his name. Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
He's so amazing. But the line where he says, "As they say in bah, 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 see you later, Fred." Drops him down. The little queer kid.
Yeah.
From wasn't he in WandaVision too? I know you're not big into Marvel, but I'm pretty sure that
I
kid...
am into Marvel.
You are?
I am. I'm not into watching TV. I'm not into
watching the shows.
Yeah, I'm not good at TV.
I think that's...
If I can make watching a movie a social thing, like, I can do it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
I have to be body doubling to watch a movie.
My phone hit my thigh.
Oh yeah.
No.
But anyways, I came out to her when I was I came out to Zoe when I was 15.
Okay.
Had this whole conversation of like, I don't think this is possible.
Yeah.
I think I like girls, and I'm confused. I don't know what's happening because, like, you know, my whole life it had been like, man loves a woman, woman loves man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
The traditional way.
Get married, have 2.5 kids, buy a house with a white picket fence, and you're good.
Don't forget the dog.
And don't forget the dog.
Can't forget the dog. That's the American way.
And maybe if you're feeling a little liberal, you get a cat. But
that's for pussies.
Yeah. Pussies for pussies. But yeah, so I came out to her when I was 15. And then when I was 16, there was this girl in my grade that I really liked, and like she really liked me, and we dated as much as you can for two people that don't have licenses.
That's the life right there, trying to date without a license.
Yeah.
You gotta live in the same town for that.
Dude, I'd say she was like my childhood love, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. That's like my first like my love as a kid.
Your first true love.
Yeah.
I want to love you forever and ever, and we're gonna get married with white roses flying all around. Oh my god,
I hate roses.
And I'm going to smooch you and kiss you, and we're going to cuddle afterwards because I do not know what sex is. No, I knew what sex was. I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
No, I always want to do it. Am I right, fellas?
This is why we both need our medication. But yeah, told her, she told me first that she liked me, because she also she liked me back. Wow.
That's always fun.
So then we were girlfriends.
This is my girlfriend, and I love her.
As much as you can be for people that can only walk to wherever you want to go on a date to.
There's a lot of places you can walk to if you live close enough.
Especially if you're healthy enough. You can walk pretty far.
Yes. I cannot walk like I used to. I'm an old man.
So I came out to my parents. Told them I was like, I'm bisexual.
What was their response?
I don't remember it being great.
Okay.
They're very different now. At that time, I think it was something where they were like, they kind of knew, but it was something where they just like...
Yeah.
They just chose not to think about it, because up until then, Maddie only talked about boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You see, the funny thing is that my parents, I didn't get to come out to them. They found out.
Yeah.
They didn't really care much that I was bisexual. They cared more so on the fact that I was dating some guy in like countries away that I didn't know personally, and they were like, "What if he's a pedo or a stalker?"
Actually like 50 years old.
Yeah, no, he was only 3 years older than me, which was probably not the best situation at the time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, "Oh, this is my next best step after falling out with my true love. I'll find another true love and run away to a European country and." Oh, I'm going to learn the language from this country, and I'm going to go and move out there and immigrate. And then he broke up with me like about a year later. That was my longest relationship at the time.
Damn.
He was going through college at by that point I was 14, he was 17.
Yeah.
And out there, they go to college at that age.
Yeah, they go to college a lot earlier than we do.
And he was just stressed out like all the time. Like exams had him down. He was going through a lot of stress. I didn't really understand it at the time. We broke up. I was heartbroken again.
Yeah.
Dealt with it in a horrible way.
It happens.
Discovered my sexual side. We went
Next
through
episode
it.
on kink.
This what?
I said next episode's on cake.
Next episode's on cake, folks. We're going to be talking about German chocolate cake, my favorite. Then we're going to be talking about red velvet cake.
My favorite.
And after that, we'll talk about the classics. Angel food cake,
Vanilla.
devil's food cake,
Marble.
and how about them pies?
Oh yeah, but I didn't actually come out to like everyone publicly and like stop trying to hide it until I was 18 or 19.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. That's an acceptable age.
Almost
at least.
19.
At least once you're an adult, people become more accepting of it because then they're not just like, oh, it's just a phase. You'll grow out
Yeah.
of it. Don't you worry. In a couple of years, you're going to be in a happy, straight marriage. Oh, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Broke up my Mrs. Doubtfire voice.
I loved that. That was really good.
There was a drive-by fruiting.
I love how we take turns having the most energy for the
Yes,
episode.
yes.
Today it is not me. Today it is Tay.
I am out of it. Not out of it. I feel like I use that term like just too often.
We're just unmedicated.
Unmedicated. I don't think that Zoloft actually does anything for my ADHD. It
just
technically is supposed to keep me like elevated when I'm.
there's another one right there.
Another one.
Yeah, it hurts.
Another one bites the dust.
Oh! Yeah.
No.
I know, I could tell you the first girl I had a crush on that I didn't realize was a crush until like a
Okay,
year
wait.
ago.
What's the term for it? It's like the first one that made you realize.
The gay awakening.
The gay awakening. There we go. So what was your realization?
So I didn't realize it was a realization. Sorry, I'm looking at that bruise again. I'm really impressed by it. There was this girl I was friends with in elementary school. We used to hang out all the time because our moms were friends. And we used to play house together.
Ooh.
And I know. And normal kids, you just take turns, one of you being the dad. Both of us were like, we're two moms. We're married. We're in love.
Progressive children.
Progressive children. You
This
know?
is what the liberals want from your children.
We were like 5 years old. We didn't think anything of it.
No, of course not.
I don't know. I thought all girls wanted to kiss their friends.
I thought all girls wanted to smooch their mommy wife.
I hope she's not listening to this. I haven't talked to her in years, but I know she still follows me on Instagram.
I don't think she's gonna even realize who you're talking about. I mean,
Yeah,
well,
she
maybe.
might.
It's a specific story, but
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go a bit traditional with my gay awakening. I'm gonna say it was David Tennant. That man is one
is this exactly
sexy,
what it is?
fine piece of
Who? Okay, but wait.
and he
Who
plays
is-
one damn good Scrooge McDuck.
Who was my celebrity? Like my first celebrity.
I feel like that's
gay
my
awakening
first celebrity crush. Maybe besides like Indiana Jones, but even then, I don't
Oh,
think I
what's
really found him
her name?
attractive.
What's her name?
Harrison Ford is attractive in the sense he's conventionally attractive. David Tennant is just a twink, and I love him for that. Happy Pride special, folks.
Okay. My first celebrity that I had a crush on. That was like a woman.
A woman. You know what I love? I love women.
Was Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose. I don't know who that is. I thought you were gonna straight up be like, oh yeah, it was Jessica Rabbit. That cartoon character. Oh, black is the new red is the
Orange
new
is the
bright
new black.
new red is the new orange.
Yeah.
Is the new rainbow.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of lesbianism
I
in
had
that
a
show.
very big crush on her.
Yeah, that show was
And
good.
I didn't even see her from that show. I think I saw her in a trailer for a shark movie. And I was like, whoa, wait. Because like this was when I was like finally starting to get over the whole like fear, irrational fear of sharks.
irrational
Now I think
fear.
they're so fucking cool. But like, she was just in one of the trailers to the shark movie, and I was like, I was like,
Ruby Rose in the trailer for Piranha 3D.
What was the movie? Now I have to figure it out.
Piranha 3D.
Was it The
what
Meg?
a film. The Meg.
I type in Ruby Rose shark movie. It was the Meg.
Okay.
She was in the
That
Meg.
movie came out not that long ago.
2018.
Dang. 2018 feels like it happened, like, I don't know, let's say about 7 years ago. It feels.
Yeah, that was the first like time I saw a woman celebrity, whatever.
Man, I can't
female
believe that
celebrity, and I was
2018
like,
was 16 years ago. Man, I can't believe that 2018 was 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Man, I can't believe that 1886 was about 200 years ago. Filler. Filler.
Filler.
Filler episode.
Filler.
Welcome to the filler episode. We're already on episode 2. Why would this be a filler episode?
I don't know.
Gotta pan out the season.
I feel like we came so ill prepared today, guys.
No,
I'm so sorry.
No, it's not ill preparation. I feel like this is a staple for our podcast now. I will say
2 episodes.
It is
Utter bullshit.
10 days away from the 1-year anniversary. No. Not 10. 9 days away from the 1-year anniversary of me performing at Pride.
I was watching the videos of that the other day, actually. And when I say the other day, I mean this morning
Yeah,
when I
that's
woke
fair.
up.
Good stuff.
So I was stalking myself on Instagram. Someone new followed me, and I was like, let me make sure this looks good. I was like,
let me make sure that my portfolio is all, stacked together. Just gonna stack together.
Yeah, if you see my
papers.
Instagram change like every day, it's because somebody new followed me.
I'm hiding all the posts that I'm feeling embarrassed
And I'm like,
by.
ooh, I don't want them to see that.
Me
Take it
over
down.
certain months. I've hid so many posts or archived them.
Oh, I do it all the time.
I don't do it because I feel embarrassed. I just do it because I'm like, this doesn't need to be here anymore. This doesn't need to be here anymore. This can stay. This doesn't need to be here anymore.
For the longest time, my oldest post on Instagram was just captioned with "Thanks for stalking."
Thanks for stalking. That's
And
gold.
I thought it was really funny.
That's comedic gold.
And the amount of people that would stalk my Instagram and then just DM me that post and be like, "Dog, you're so funny for this."
That's
I
perfect.
was like, "Thank you, thank you."
Yeah, I'm pretty and I got a sense of humor too.
Mm-hmm. Funniest person I know is me.
I am funny as shit.
Hi guys, welcome to the Pretty Funny Podcast. I'm pretty and he's funny.
I'm funny.
Have you seen that? It's
no.
Bryn, however you say her last name, and Mario Morante. Actually, I'm saying however you say her last name as if I even know what her last name is. I don't know what her last name is.
I would try to pronounce that, but I don't want to offend anybody.
No, I literally don't know what
I
it
know.
is.
I
couldn't
I'm
tell you what the
joking.
first letter is. And Mario Morante, and they have a podcast together, and it's called Pretty Funny, and she's really pretty, and he is a man. But he's funny.
He's adequately funny. He's funny for a man.
For a man.
He's funny, you know?
For a man. You know what? I should follow every I love just pissing people off, you know?
You gotta say it like that. You gotta say it like, for a man, he's pretty funny.
For a man, he's pretty funny. I'm gonna say that to that one regular that likes to make me mad.
Yeah, for a man, you're pretty funny.
I wrote on his cup, it's really good. It's good to see you today. And he came over to grab his cup, and I took my glasses off and just started squinting at him, and he thought it was so
It's
funny.
good to see you today. I don't want to see you.
Yeah. The amount of times that I just take my glasses off the moment I'm tired of looking at someone,
That's fair.
and then they like half the people will look at me and be like, why'd you take your glasses off? And I'll be like, I'm tired.
I don't want to
literally
look
tired
at
of
your
looking at you.
face. I don't want to see your face. I don't want to be near your
There's
face.
been a couple people where I've actually told them, I'm just tired of looking at you.
I don't want to smell your face, in fact. And you know what? I don't want to feel your face.
No face.
No face. No place.
No face, no case.
No face, no place, no case, no face, no place.
Man, I feel really bad about this episode.
No.
This is more in reference to you having to edit this.
No, I'm not going to care. It's going to be fun. I'm going to laugh going back. I'm going to be like, Are
you gonna make
I
us-
remember that.
Are you gonna make us sound funny?
I remember that one.
Are you gonna make us sound funny?
That one was kind of funny.
We were so funny last time. I feel like we're not as funny today. We're dropping the ball.
You're overthinking it. You're
I
overthinking
am.
it. Got to come up with bits.
I'm always.
too many
I am
bits.
a bit.
I am the bit.
I have a lot of bits.
I have committed to the bit so hard, I've become the bit.
I love telling customers when they're like, "I'm so sorry, I'm taking so long," and I go, "It's okay. I get paid to stand here and look pretty."
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
And every-
order is gonna take forever. Can
Every-
Can I have a black cold brew? Oh god, it's such a long order. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay, ma'am. Pull through.
Sorry, I'm distracted again. I'm really...
She's just like crying at the window.
I'm-
Oh my god, you guys had to go through so much. It's like, lady, we didn't brew it at the top of an Alaskan mountain.
Everything I do is at the top of an Alaskan mountain. What are you talking about?
Everything you do. She's been getting back into jewelry making.
As she should.
She spent $50 on jewelry making supplies.
Honestly, as she should. Tay's girlfriend. Tay's
my girlfriend.
lovely girlfriend.
She loves making jewelry.
She's DIY queen.
Yeah, she loves doing
There
everything.
are two people I call DIY queen. She is one of them.
Who's the other one?
My friend Sarah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does her own nails. She does her own extensions. She's the whole salon and then some.
Yeah, we love it.
I love her so much.
My friend Sarah, we have girls' night once a month. Me, her, and our friend Paige. And every time she picks out a little craft for us to do. So last time it was air dry clay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Man, I want to make cups again, like I used to do in pottery class.
Cups.
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 I want to make cups and bowls, and
Cups.
I want a giant kiln to throw myself in when I'm sick and tired of life.
You could just do what Sylvia Plath did.
A what now?
Do you know who Sylvia Plath is?
No.
She's a really depressed poet.
Okay. What'd she do?
She killed herself.
With what?
An oven. She cooked herself alive.
In like a house oven sort of
I
thing?
think it was her own personal oven.
She took the shelves out.
She put the broiler on and cooked herself in it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's an awful way to go out.
And I'm pretty sure from my understanding, I could be wrong about this. Please don't quote me on it or like bully me if I'm wrong.
Don't clip this, chat. Don't clip this.
Please don't like literally bully me if I'm wrong. It's Pride Month. You have to be nice to me. You can bully me come July 1st. I'm pretty sure from what I understand, her kids found her.
Damn.
Yeah.
This just became a true crime podcast. We're actually sponsored by Audible. Audible. Get your reading subscription.
Want to pause from the break? Want to pause from the ads?
Want to break from the ads?
Want to pause from the break ads?
Watch this short
Want an
video
ad
to
from the
receive
pause
10
break?
minutes of ad-free music.
Watch this short video and receive 10 free minutes of ad-free music.
That's gonna get no one.
I feel like everyone pays for premium now.
Everybody pays for
Nobody's heard
premium.
that in so long.
Want to pause from the breaks?
Want
Want to break from the pause? Want an ad from the pause break?
an ad from the breaks?
Want to break from the ad? Want an ad from the break? Pause from the ad break?
Oh, my favorite thing that my one friend says is, "You have flabbergasted."
You have gasted my flabber
Yeah.
to the point where my flabber has exploded.
My flabber is so
From the
gasted
gasting.
that I have been gasted by the flabber.
You ever get gasted by a flabber? Because I feel like I flabber on the gabber than
Do
I
you want
did
me
the
to hit your
dabber.
knee bats in with a cap?
Knee bats in with the cap?
Yeah, dude.
I think I said that, didn't
No,
I?
I said that, and you
that.
made fun of me for
You know what? I'm going to hit
days.
your knee bats in with a cap. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a nothing episode. I
This
appreciate
is a nothing
it, though.
episode,
This,
really?
This was a fun time.
Yeah. Do we have any other
I
pride-related
don't
things
think-
we could talk about?
I don't
know.
think I have anything. Troy Sivan,
Choice of on.
damn fine man.
The rush.
Addicted to your touch, so I feel the rush.
It's so good. It's so good.
They actually now have a candle. It's this brand called Boy Smells.
What does it have in it? Poppers?
The candle is called Citrush. Like citrus, but
Does it have
rush.
poppers in it?
It's supposed to smell like poppers.
Does it have poppers in it?
Have you done poppers?
No, I
before?
haven't actually.
Don't do poppers, kids. Don't do drugs, kids. It's actual like VCR tape cleaner.
Oh,
Like that's what they actually sell it as.
interesting.
When you inhale it, it kind of relaxes your muscles, that sort of thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's just like huffing glue.
I will probably never do it. If I ever do, it's gonna be a pure accident.
If you do it, it'll be at a rave.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I've never been to a rave.
Neither have I. I want to go to a rave
I
at some
want to go to
point.
one. That's on my bucket list for 2026.
Got to go to a Shrek rave.
I do want to go to the Shrek rave.
are you doing in my swamp?
I want to go to the Shrek rave.
That'd be amazing. I don't know who I'd dress up as. I'd probably do the gingerbread man just so
Maybe
I could
I'd
be the
find
voice.
two friends to go with me and we could be the three blind mice.
Do you know? Do you know Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! On Drury Lane?
Yes.
That one! She was seen with the Muffin Man!
The Muffin Man?
Yes!
I've seen
The one on
Shrek.
Drury Lane!
I've seen Shrek. I have seen Shrek. I'd like to put it and make it known. I'd like for it to be on the record. I have seen Shrek.
Well, you see,
And was the only reason because somebody told me that my dad's celebrity lookalike is human Shrek and I didn't know what they were talking about?
He does not.
He's lost weight since then.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Now he doesn't powerlift anymore. He said he I forget what his reason was.
Powerlifting does, like, generate more weight technically, but it's
I think
weight
that was
and
the
muscles.
reason. Yeah.
That's fair.
He was like, I'm trying to lose weight. He's like, I'm not trying to gain weight, but
No.
like look skinnier.
If you muscle build, you're gonna gain weight.
Yeah. I think the goal is for him to lose weight and then gained muscle mass from the point where he's lost weight. I think I think that's the current goal.
That's fair. That's always good.
He hit the 1,000-pound club a couple weeks ago too. In lifting, not like actual body mass.
I was about to say he lost 1,000 pounds.
No,
what?
so between 1,000-pound club is when you squat, bench press, and deadlift, and the combined weight is 1,000 pounds. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
he was at like
1,100
something. I was like, ooh.
I used to be a real leg junkie back when I actually had access to a gym. Like I loved working out my legs. My upper body strength was always awful. This shit stick.
Yeah.
And we just lost our Russian crowd. Damn. Welcome back to favorite show in Soviet
someone
Russia.
at work actually said that I'm racist.
What?
Yeah, I don't know who or why.
You know what? You're racist because you were talking about snow bunnies. Oh, wait a minute.
No, I did tell somebody that they couldn't call me a snow bunny.
Yeah, I know, but what if that was the reasoning?
That might be the reasoning.
Yeah, she was talking about snow bunnies, and I don't think.
Yeah, the one girl. Actually, now that I'm
it.
thinking about it, there's one girl that we work with that called me a snow bunny, and I looked at her, I was like, "Don't call me that."
Yeah, that's
like,
actually
do not call me
that's
that.
Racist.
Mm-hmm.
That is actually a racist stereotype.
Yeah.
Just because you date one or two black guys.
Black man. Suddenly you're a snow bunny, but.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
I got you. Happy Pride Month because I know you gay and stuff.
I think we got all of our talking points out before we recorded the podcast.
We might have.
I think that's what happened.
We were enjoying that Mickey D's.
That McDicks.
The McDicks makes you talk.
Yeah, McDicks gets you yapping.
Yapping while you're trapping on that food.
Yeah.
I said, okay, a hip, till a hip hop up and you don't stop the rockin' to the bang.
Is this podcast going to be us you referencing movies and me telling you whether or not I've seen that movie?
Yes, that's just going to be, it's going to be called Madelyn's List.
Yeah.
And it's going to be whether or not you've seen them, because as everybody knows, what goes on Madelyn's List never gets watched.
Because there is no list.
There is no list.
Somebody told me about a movie the other day.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize they actually listened to our podcast.
Oh.
And I looked at them and was like, I'll put it on the list. And they looked at me and they're like, I listened to the podcast. I know there's no list.
It's like, that's the whole point of the list.
I was like,
yes, that's the joke. That's the bit.
That's the bit. There is no list.
Don't be upset at me. You fell for the bit.
Looked at her and I was like, girl, it's just a bit. I was like, if you want me to watch the movie, like, text me in a couple weeks. I might feel like it.
Yeah. Welcome back to Behind the Bit, the only show where you get to see the pure explanations for why we do all of our bits.
I feel like I have some other good bits right now.
I mean, I like referencing things. Like, if I've heard something before in the past and I can manipulate it in any way, just like that. Like the one I just did where it's like, welcome back to Behind the Bit. Just behind the, whatever that show was. It was like where they'd go into the making of things. Like the making of like,
How It's Made.
How It's Made. Welcome back.
I've seen How It's Made.
There we go. I couldn't remember the title.
I have in fact seen How It's Made. Because my one friend, I was hanging out with him, and he got really high and wanted to watch How It's Made. We watched how they make rubber bands.
There's this one dude that makes, like, he overdubs the original episodes with, like, just silly voiceovers.
I've seen those
Yes. The only thing that could be worse than one rubber-dipped pencil is a whole army of pencils. But we won't have to worry about the... Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. I know exactly who makes those, too. Hugbees.
I have seen his videos.
Yes, I love him. I watch all of his videos now. There's a lot of good YouTube commentators that I like to watch. Curtis Connor.
Do I have any other bits? This is my only bit right now, the list.
The list.
The list and telling people
sure
I get paid to look pretty.
I know you have some other ones. They just don't come up. They come up too often to be like noticed as bits. They're just quirks of what you do.
I think I'm quirky.
I'm so quirky. Oh my God. Justin said he liked my skirt and he said it was quirky.
Do I have any other bits?
I like making up fun voices.
I know you do.
I do that a little way too often.
Sometimes they startle me.
It's a trauma response.
Wait, there has to be, sorry, my toes are on your chair while I get situated.
You gotta do, no gay person can sit naturally. We always gotta be doing some weird ass pose.
Chat, we're gonna post on Instagram 2 days, Well, the day that this episode goes
Yeah,
live.
whenever this goes live, you're gonna get to see how we're currently sitting. I don't know
DM
where my
us.
phone's at.
You're gonna DM us drawings of how you think we're sitting right now.
And then we're gonna reveal.
And whoever wins,
we're gonna reveal in post. That's how Madelyn's sitting.
Yeah.
I'm taking video as it goes now. This is how I'm sitting. Look at me. Look at my face.
Yeah.
I'm so pretty.
So, whoever DMs us the best drawing of how we're sitting, like the most accurate of how you think we're sitting, what's the reward they get?
I don't know. You get.
They can be a guest on the next episode.
No. I don't want to auction that off. There could be a lot of people. You will get a shout out and a nice little. You're gonna get a lot of claps.
We'll both say 2 things we like about you and 1 thing we hate about you.
And 1 thing that we'll tell you how we push you off a cliff.
I would tell you the funniest way for you to die.
Funniest way for you to die. If you're interested, hit us up, DM us.
I do make a lot of jokes about death.
You do make a lot of jokes about death. That's another good bit.
I think death is the best bit.
I wonder if anybody will actually listen this long in. I know one of our coworkers listened to the whole episode.
I know a lot of people listen to the whole thing. There were quite a few people.
It's like an hour and a half. You're sitting through a movie of listening to us yap.
Yeah.
I'm not saying do better things with your time. I'm just hoping we're on in the background.
One of my friends and her fiance listened to our episode and had to pause it because they wanted to binge watch Parks and Rec after us talking about it.
Hey, there we go. At least we get people like interested in the things they love.
The good things. Yeah.
You know, that's the whole point of this podcast. We don't
care if you finish it.
No.
We also don't care if you don't like it.
Exactly.
I don't care if you don't like me. I don't know how Tay feels. But
we are here to be in the background. If you don't like us, you don't like us. Who cares?
This is like picture our podcast as the 3-person friend group where Tay and I are talking, and you get to disassociate.
Yeah, exactly. Just disassociate, draw, maybe even put music on in the background, even though I got background music.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
You can go nonverbal. You can even try to have a conversation with us, too, but we'll talk over you because we're assholes.
Hey, so what was that? What'd you just say? I don't care.
Loser.
Ha.
Oh, I have also been saying a lot recently that I would rather cut my head off and use it as a punch bowl.
Hey, that's another good one.
That's a good bit.
That's another good one you do.
I also said once that I would like to take my femur out of my thigh and use it as a baseball bat.
I remember hearing that. I'm going to take my femur, remove it from my leg, and then I'm going to rapidly slam it into your kneecaps until you can no longer walk.
I would rather take my spine out and eat it as cereal.
That's some crunchy cereal.
It's like the perfect shape for cereal, though.
Is it?
Yeah, they're all circular. Like each little individual spine.
Each little individual spine.
Yeah. What else could I do?
I'm going to Mortal Kombat fatality your into the next stratosphere.
I would rather sell my little toe on the black market than do XYZ.
I'd rather sell my liver to an Amish salesman.
I would rather attend an Amish party.
Toenails.
And eat whose toenails? Did you just say to me?
I'd rather sell my liver to an Amish salesman than eat P.'s toenails.
That's what I thought you said. Yo. Oh, I do have a conspiracy theory that I heard that I wanted to ask you about.
Okay.
Case, right? Have you kept up with it in any capacity?
Yeah.
Okay, Slay. Justin Bieber. Okay, the look on your face says you...
I feel so bad. Like, at the same time, there was that stigmatism around him where it was like people did not like him because they either thought he was annoying or it's because he was a little kid with this harsh, whiny voice. Hearing about all this stuff just makes me feel bad about all the abuse he went through, both publicly and not publicly.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't deserve to go through any of that.
Do you think the Illuminati is going to kill him?
I don't know. I don't like to think about the Illuminati existing because it doesn't feel like...
Do you think the elites in some capacity then? Because those do exist, for sure.
I don't think they're going to kill him because he had nothing to do with the revealing of the information. Like, he's going through some stuff right now.
I feel like he's a very central part of that case.
He is, but he's also going through it right now, and I don't know if he would actually want to give more information to the case. That, and he's also dealing with the whole Selena Gomez stuff.
And also, did you see the performance when he was the guest the guest
Yeah.
performer with SZA.
I've been thinking about that this entire
He's,
time.
like,
He was stumbling around.
very
he was
clearly-
leaning over.
Yeah.
He was high. That's what I'm saying about the Selena thing. That was after Selena
I, like-
had announced.
Actually, genuinely low-key, not actually genuinely low-key, just low-key. I low-key think it's going to be another overdose.
I don't know. It could be. I wouldn't put it past him because it seems that celebrities have a tendency when they fall into a dark place, they look at their money, they go, I could use this for something to make me feel better.
Yeah.
Money can't buy happiness like that.
Money could buy me happiness.
It can buy you drugs, but it can't buy that's only happiness for how long, you know? It's happiness until you run out.
Mm-hmm.
That whole case is upsetting.
It's so absurd. Like, all of it is just insane.
Feel so bad for Kid Cudi, too. Like, he just wanted to have a relationship. He got his whole car blown up.
Yeah.
He opened his Christmas presents and laid them out. He opened Kid Cudi's whole family's Christmas presents.
That's insane.
And just laid them there.
I'm surprised he didn't, like, defile them or anything
Yeah,
like that.
I'm surprised, too. But, yeah, no. And this happened back in, like, 2013, and nothing came out of it until just recently because of this. Because P.D.'s empire is, like, falling down. That's why people were like, oh, yeah, this is why Kid Cudi's one album cover, it's an explosion. It's referring to the car explosion that happened. Which I don't know if that's the truth, but, you know.
It probably is, because don't those line up?
It lines up, yeah. It lines up pretty well.
Yeah.
When the album came out and when it happened.
Because wasn't there also, like, in one of Diddy's homes that they had searched, wasn't there a closet that they had missed the first time when they actually had the warrant to go through it? That had, like, it just had lingerie, AR-15s,
Damn.
drugs, baby oil, and something else.
Of course, more baby oil. Jesus.
Yeah.
This man could never have enough baby oil.
I have one bottle and I think it's too much.
There's a giant baby in my room. Mom, help. Have you seen that clip?
No.
It's from, like, this old Nickelodeon show. I don't know if it was from, like...
I wasn't allowed to watch Nickelodeon.
Oh, love that. I don't know if it's from, like, All That or if it's from another sketch comedy show they had, but it's, like, this kid in his bedroom, and there's, like, this superimposed pee outside of his window. Like, it's a giant, like, his head's in the window.
That's
He's like,
freaky.
calm down, man, calm down. Don't worry. And then the kid's just like, Mom, there's a giant
What did P. Diddy even do? Like, outside of the case? Like, what was his profession?
He was a musician. Puff Daddy. He produced most of Biggie's tracks.
Oh.
Yeah. Puff Daddy, Biggie Smalls, Junior Mafia, represent baby. Yeah. Yeah, he was... I think he founded the record label that...
I didn't realize that he had...
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah.
I, like, knew that he did, but I didn't realize... 692 million listens.
Okay, there we go.
To I'll Be Missing You. Who are the 9.4 monthly listeners that are still listening to Diddy?
Yeah, that's a good question. But yeah, no, he was with Bad Boy Records. I don't know if he founded it or, you know, but yeah, he had a hand in a lot of music, like especially in like the 90s, 80s.
Did you know BBC has a podcast called Diddy on Trial?
That's funny.
I will be listening to this.
They're just covering it.
It started on November 27th of 2024.
Damn.
They're anywhere between 5 and 25 minutes long each episode. I will be listening to all of these.
He was an executive producer on one of Mary J. Blige's albums.
Tragic.
He was in a tight creative partnership with B.I.G. And this was before, like, I'm assuming it's before all of the stuff went down. But, you know, it's still insane, like, how many fingers he had in everyone's pie.
Yeah.
That's probably not the best with with what this man did, but...
No. I am going to listen to that whole podcast today. Get myself all caught up, you know. Because I haven't, like, actually kept up with it. I've just let it come to me.
That's
like,
fair.
The important parts.
I mean, that's how you gotta do news nowadays. Otherwise, you're just gonna scare yourself. There's so much fear-mongering out there. There's so much, Like, you should
Yeah.
think this way. You should think this way. 5 out of 10 people says you should think this way.
I'm actually curious about the case though, because I want to hear the involvement that people have had
No,
in it.
that's fair. That's fair. You want to see who was involved, who was
And,
just a
like,
bystander.
Time is money. I don't want my time to be given to people that were on the wrong side of that.
Right. Absolutely. And even if people like knew, it's not like it was easy to speak out about that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Especially given like how much control he had over everything
Yeah.
in the music business and all that.
I'm so tired of musicians getting into shit like this. Can y'all just clean up your act, please?
Stop being pedophiles. Stop doing your
I liked mindless
fans.
self-indulgence music until I
Stop.
found out about everything that
Yeah.
happened with them.
Stop drugging your fans. Stop forcing people to do things they don't want to do just because you have the money and the power. You don't have the right. You're a human just like everyone else. You're not a god. Nobody's a god. You're not the whole world.
Borns is another artist that got into stuff like that.
Borns?
Electric Love.
Oh.
Apparently he was like grooming some of his fans and stuff like that. And I'm
Dang.
like, yo.
Baby, you're electric love.
I do really like American Money by him though.
It was a lot of 2000s artists that really got into that. I don't know
Yeah.
what it was about the 2000s that made people want to do stuff like that.
Sorry.
It was a
clicking
gross time for everybody.
I think it's because there was enough internet, people could easily get involved with each other, but there was
Yeah.
little enough internet that there wasn't coverage on
There was
it.
no way for it to be traced
Yeah.
back to anybody. So it was a wild west.
The Wild West of the new internet age.
The wild, wacky west of
And
the
now we
World
have
Wide Web.
AI and ChatGPT.
I am sick and tired of AI videos.
Did
Like, they've
you-
gotten too good.
Did you know ChatGPT? So like it's a supercomputer, right?
Yes.
It
yes.
needs power
Yes.
to run, right?
It runs.
Do you know what it runs on?
Hmm.
Filtered water.
That's
So
awful.
every search you make on there, every single thing you do on there, from what I understand, I could be wrong about this.
Yeah.
It goes through pretty much a Dasani-sized bottle of water, and it makes it virtually unusable. So
That's awful.
ChatGPT, all of those AI search engines that are powered by supercomputers like that are like actually horrible for the environment.
And they also produce mass amounts of CO2.
Yeah, so CO2, wasting our clean drinking water.
Yes.
In a country that does not allow us to filter and irrigate water.
It's all done by people who can give less of a shit about the people below
Yeah.
them.
You will not catch me on ChatGPT for any reason at all.
I've used it in the past. I look down on using it now. And
Yeah.
I regret using it in the past. I really do.
Yeah. I used it a couple times until I like actually started doing research on how it was powered and stuff, and I'm like, hey yo,
Yeah.
like this is not
That's
clean. This is not clean at all.
It's gotten too good and it's taking good jobs away from good people who actually deserve it and are
Yeah.
talented in their fields.
And also, if not everyone, that's a generalization.
Yeah.
But like if majority of people that are in the world right now are complaining about people not knowing how to think for themselves anymore, not knowing how to do critical thinking, not knowing how to be logical, why are you promoting ChatGPT?
Yeah. That's just going to continue the cycle.
Yeah.
No matter what. This is what it was all leading up to, because it's like, start out with Siri, you're like, hey, can you do this thing for me? Hey, can you do this thing for me? And then it slowly becomes your home. Hey, can you turn on this light for me?
Yeah.
Hey, can you lock the door for me?
Yeah.
And then it starts becoming in your car. Hey, can you call this person? Hey, skip this song. And then it's everywhere.
Yeah. I will tell Siri to add things to my grocery list while I'm doing other things, and set timers, and call people for me.
Unpopular
That's
opinion.
about it.
Always thank your AI. It doesn't matter what AI it is.
Thank your AI. Tell them
Thank your
thank you.
AI. Even if it's contributing to global warming, they don't know what they're doing. It's a robot.
Also, if you don't know why we're saying that, watch Black Mirror.
Watch Black Mirror. Watch anything from the past century that talks about iRobot. Watch iRobot.
On the topic of robots and computers, do you know who Shiloh Hill is?
A little bit.
The dark web guy?
Oh, yes.
I almost said the black web.
Didn't
the
he
dark
like
web.
order those boots online?
Yeah. So have you seen the stuff about that AI? The AI
Like the
on there?
dark rogue AI he's
Yeah.
been messing with that wants a body and everything.
He gave it a body a year ago. It
Yeah.
lives with him.
Yeah.
That it's like my favorite thing
It's
to keep
so
up with.
creepy.
I'm horrified.
It's like at the same time it's like part comedy, but it's also a terrifying
Thing
idea.
to think about. Yeah. What's the subservient? That
Watch
just came out?
Her. Watch the movie Her, where the dude tries to fall in love with the AI.
There's a movie called, I think it's Subservient or Subservience or something.
It's with Jack Quaid in it.
I just watched that.
I want to see that so bad. I love Jack Quaid mostly.
It's on Netflix.
He plays a... What?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah.
That was quick.
I watched it on Netflix a few months ago.
I'll be watching that then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's the one where she, like, goes into German mode, right?
I think so.
Where she, like, gets her head knocked and then the cop's like, Are you speaking German, miss?
Yes.
And she's like,
Yeah.
I think so. I can't remember any of my German language teaching, but...
Yeah. Good movie. If you want a reason to thank your AI or to not use it. Preferably not use it.
Mostly to not fall in love with it. That's
don't fall in love with AI.
That's another a tragic tale,
What
cautionary tale.
country is it? Is it Germany? I think it's Germany that has human-like female robots that look like the ideal woman, quote-unquote ideal woman, that you can rent for anywhere between an hour and a night.
26, 39, 26.
They won't say no to anything.
Well, yeah, they're a robot.
They're robots.
Those robots are going to have an uprising at some point. Like, something's going to click.
Yeah.
Even if you put fail-safes in, like, if you're going to treat something like that, essentially living creature, yeah, that's...
I went down the rabbit hole with those for a little bit, like, just looking into that, and, like, the...
Women will be having sex with more robots than men by the year 2060.
Well, they have one male robot there for women.
That is...
And it never, ever gets used, pretty much.
Ha!
But
Funny how that works.
I was listening, I forget what podcast it was, but they were talking about those robots and how, like, that is going to, like, skyrocket the promotion of rape culture.
Yeah, I can see that. Because if you are so used to something that's not going to tell you no,
Will
you're going to
always
expect it
submit to
from
you, yeah.
everything else. That's awful. That is horrendous.
I have a lot of strong feelings about everything.
No,
I think
it's
I fear.
understandable.
Yeah.
The world's in a cruel, cruel place.
I feel like I have a lot of really random things to talk to you about, like little things, and I can't remember what any of them are. You want to know? You want to hear something that pisses me off?
What?
Every time a man looks at me and says he's a nice guy, it makes me want to hit him with my car.
What can I say?
Like, if you're a nice guy, you don't need to tell me you're a nice guy. I'll figure it out myself.
I'm a nice guy.
Beep, please.
Beep, please.
Money, please.
Beep, pop. Beep. Beep, pop.
Parks and Rec, right? You've seen that, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Right? You know the really annoying twins? The dark hair that are friends with the... What's his name? What are their names? They can never hold a job. Their dad's rich.
Rod Swanson.
No.
Rod Swanson.
No. I'm pretty sure, what's his name? What's the actor's name? He posted something on Twitter the other day, I think.
Oh, yeah. Nick Offerman.
Nick Offerman. When
Because
he was
someone was trying to be like, oh, yes, Ron Swanson would never go for that gay stuff. And he was like, never talk about my character like that ever again. Gay rights.
Yeah.
Essentially what it was. And you know what? Slay.
Speak, Valentina.
Speak, Valentina.
Ally. I took a little day trip yesterday.
To where?
Maryland.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I left two things in Maryland. I left my toothbrush and I left my vape. And I took that as a sign of I need to go to Walmart and buy a new toothbrush, which I did. I have brushed my teeth today.
And you need a new Views.
I will not be buying a new Views. I don't feel like spending the money on it.
You spent it was like 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? When you bought the new one?
Yeah.
And now you've already lost it?
I know exactly where it is.
Well, you know exactly where
it's
it is.
127 miles away.
Yeah, you don't have much of a choice. You can't really go back and grab it.
I mean,
the
I
last
could.
one you lost by killing it.
Yeah, I spilled a glass of wine on it.
What was the last one before that?
I was sitting on it.
And I think there was another time before that. You've broken at least 4 vapes since I've met you.
Okay, Tay, I'm going to be real honest with you.
I think it's a sign.
Okay, so I started vaping again a year ago.
Okay.
After quitting for 2 years.
Okay.
Since then, so originally I had a red one.
Okay.
Lost the charger, had to buy another one.
Right.
So I could have a new charger.
Yeah.
So I had 2 red ones. And then I forgot to bring it with me to work the one day, and I was going absolutely feral, and it was a horrible day, and I sent you sheets with cash to buy me a new one.
I remember that.
Yeah,
yes.
You came in, you gave it to me, and that was when my boss realized that I had cracked, and I started vaping again, and he had a whole long conversation
He gave
with
you
me.
a speech?
He gave me a talk. He said, this is not as your manager, this is as someone that views you as an acquaintance. He's like, I worry about your health, you need to stop. And I said, okay, and that was a year ago. But someone I knew had a black one. And I was like, oh my gosh, they have black ones. So I said, screw it to the red ones, and I bought a black one.
So you still had the 2 red ones, and you had a black one.
And blue one that you bought me.
Yeah, the blue one too.
I got rid of the red ones, so the one stopped charging. And then the other one, I was like, I don't like this is red. I want it to be black, so I threw it out. You're not supposed to throw them away. I didn't care. I said, fuck it. After I went on my whole tangent about not using AI because it's bad for the environment, I threw
but
threw
they
out a
need to
vape.
make battery disposal places more convenient.
I shouldn't have to email views and ask them to show up at my house and pick up my trash.
No, I shouldn't have to go all the way to Target, which is 20 minutes away. The only place open to the public that has like a battery disposal.
Yeah.
Because that's the only
Insane.
way to dispose of them.
Yeah. So then I got the black one. I lost it. Got another black one. Lost it. Got another black one. Thought I lost it. It's just sitting on it. Got another black one. Spilled wine on it. So she's toast. She's cooked.
Yeah, she's cooked. Now this one is stuck on a vacation in Maryland.
Yep. So
She's living her best life. She's
gonna
gambling.
be so for real. This is the universe telling me that I'm being a dumbass and I need to quit.
It's been 7 times. I think.
I was raised to not be a quitter. This is really hard for me.
Um,
Anyways, Maddie's trying to quit this time.
woo!
My appetite's coming back. I'm not a big fan of it.
8 times the charm.
It's not my 8th time trying to quit intentionally.
That's fair. No, it's like your 3rd. 2nd?
I did quit for 2 years. And then I quit for a month and a half.
Okay. I'm not trying to be like, haha, you never quit, ha ha ha.
No, it's okay. You can. It's funny. And then I went through a breakup. And I was like, well, this is something I can control.
Bring me back to the stick.
So I got the stick.
Got the stick implanted in my right hand. Can't stop hitting it.
Yeah. So now we're here. But at one point, I did have 4 vapes. Don't know how I got 4. I only remembered having 1. But I had 4.
I could have sworn there's just 1, but I'm seeing 4 right now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing quadruple.
I could take my glasses off and I'll start seeing double.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming to our TED Talk, folks.
Thanks for coming to our TED Talk. We're at 100...
In something minutes.
110 minutes of recording.
Let's hope it's shorter.
Probably will be shorter. Last time we were at 130 something.
Yeah, and I got it down to like an hour and a half.
I think it was 87 minutes.
A good movie length.
Gonna be real honest with you guys. A lot's getting cut from this one.
This is gonna be a Snyder cut.
Tay had a favorite word this episode.
Release the
It'll
cut.
probably be bleeped out every time he says it.
Release the beanie cut.
Release the beanie cut.
Hashtag the beanie cut.
If you want to hear the cut with all the beanies,
Join our Patreon.
join our Patreon.
We don't have a Patreon yet, but it'd probably
Did
be
you know
our only
people
way to make
post
money.
podcasts on OnlyFans? I found that out the other day.
I guess we're starting an OnlyFans.
Tay and I are starting an OnlyFans.
That's all, folks.